tips on organizing conference notes. And this could also be applied to maybe notes that you've taken from a book that you've recently read, or maybe class that you've recently taken, things like that. So how would we go through processing those?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just share my Evernote because I love Evernote. So this is how I do it, and you can obviously adapt this to how you want it. You could use OneNote, you can use any file system you want, but this is my Evernote notebooks. I have notebook stacks. Some of them are stacks, and then some of them are just individual notebooks. But I have one called Education Stack. And when I open it, I have book notes, course and conference notes, and then just general education notes. So whenever I read a book, that's where I take pictures, put my book notes in there. For course and conference notes, there's a couple ways that I do it. So one is I come in here and okay, I'm trying to find one that was good. So Eric and I did a mastermind class. We were learning a whole bunch of stuff, and I took a whole bunch of notes here. And I totally ripped my paper, but I took pictures of my whole thing and put it all in there. These are just the notes from this mastermind call that we had. What I loved about that is how simple it was. It was amazing to be able to just go in and take pictures of all my notes, stick them in there, and I have them organized by conference. Now, I still do keep some of my written notebooks. I put it in my office closet where I do have some of my notebook stacks. I have all my conference notebooks together, but I've pulled out anything essential from all of those. And so I could go to it if I want, but I don't have to. But the thing that I love is that anytime I want to go into Evernote, then I can, and it's super, super simple. Just looking briefly how you would look through this. With notes, typically any actions that are required, I pull out and put into my system right away. We have that conference notes podcast and a little template that shows the way I personally do it. 2-minute rules I do, add things to routines list, add things to projects list. And then most of the time, there isn't a deadline or any other next actions with the notes themselves. So I just put the support materials, take pictures, stick them in Evernote, and I'm not fancy about it. Literally, I scribbled on a piece of notebook paper, I ripped them out of my notebook, I took pictures, stuck them in Evernote, and I recycled the paper. It was so not a big deal. But as we're getting ready, we have another mastermind event in June. So as I get ready to go to that one, I might be like, yeah, let me go back and look at my notes from last time. I just pull up on my phone. It's not a big deal. But that way my brain rests. I know that I already extracted the tasks out of that. And then I just have the notes available so I can use them as needed.